Dr. Conrad Murray's attorneys are expected to begin their side of the case in the doctor's involuntary manslaughter trial. The prosecution's 4-week case will wrap up after the questioning of key medical witness Dr. Stephen Schaefer. Schaefer has repeatedly attacked Murray's account of how Jackson died. The Murray defense team plans to call 15 witnesses.
A man has been killed in Northridge after he was hit by a train. Firefighters who responded found the 28-year-old man dead at the scene. Investigators say the man was walking along the track south of Parthenia Street near Lindley Avenue when the train hit him.
A shark attack off the coast of Australia has killed a man and left the beach community in fear. A great white shark killed Texas native George Wainwright while he was scuba diving. His sister says he was skilled in the water.
Wrong place, wrong time, because he was very wise. I would trust him with anything to do with being on the water.
Wainwright's death marks the area's 3rd deadly mauling in recent weeks. People now fear a rogue shark is in the water targeting humans. The Australian government is considering aircraft surveillance to hunt and track sharks.
Here's the scoop.
Now, Justine Burrows has entertainment with country singer Loretta Lynn struggling with pneumonia.
Yes, Taylor. Country music legend Loretta Lynn has been hospitalized with pneumonia. The 76-year-old singer had to cancel her upcoming shows in Kentucky and North Carolina. Lynn is best known for the songs Coal Miner's Daughter. According to her website, she feels confident she will be ready for her shows in November. Janet Jackson is also rescheduling parts of her Australian tour. The tour conflicts with the defense case in the trial of Michael Jackson's doctor. Janet will perform on November 3rd to make up for the 3 shows she had to cancel. Her number one's tour promoter says that it is important for her to be with her family. The competition was tight at a CSUN talent show. Valley View's Brendan Nakamini was there and reports on the performances and close finish between dance teams.
Dancers, musicians, and singers took the stage at CSUN's 10th annual Student Showcase, and a well-known comedian warmed up the crowd for what turned out to be something like a scene from a Hollywood dance movie. Stand-up comedian Ron G was the host and kept the audience engaged by telling jokes in between acts. But the real reason everyone came was for the performers. This year, they split the competition up into 3 groups. There was one for singing, one for dancing, and one for poetry. Karen Gallegos played the guitar and sang Hotel California by the Eagles. Karen says it's important to keep the audience having fun when she's up on stage.
It's also good for the people to feel like, hey, you know what, they're playing this music for us. We're having fun too.
Donyal ISM won the award for Best Poet.
While other kids play basketball after school, I wrote standards on chalkboards, erased them, rewrote them, and then walked home.
He read a comedic poem he had written about growing up and says poetry is just part of who he is.
It's just that poetry is just so, like, I'm just constantly within poetry. I live poetry, I walk poetry every day.
But the highlight of the night was the dance teams. When it came time for the judges to give the award for Best Dance Team, there was a tie between a group called Fast Mode and a CSUN hip-hop team. The crowd was given a treat when the judges decided there would be a dance-off to determine the winner. Dancers from Fast Mode went first, and then the CSUN hip-hop team had a chance to respond. And the crowd's reaction determined the winner. Hip-hop team president Christina Maffatino says the crowd gave them the energy to help them win.
You're doing all of these tricks and flips and splits and everything. You don't
never
feel
knew
anything.
you could do?
You never knew that you could do it. The adrenaline helps everything.
Winning the competition isn't new for the hip-hop team. They won the title last year in a dance-off as well. Back to you, Justine.
With Halloween around the corner, Paranormal Activity 3 is on the top of the box office. The 3rd installment of the horror franchise brought in $54 million. Studios say this is the biggest debut ever for a horror movie. Paranormal Activity 3 knocked last week's #1, Real Steel, to the #2 spot. The robot boxing movie grossed an additional $11 million to add to the $153 million. Coming in at a close 3rd was the dance classic remake Footloose. This flick almost gained an additional $11 million. The 3D version of The Three Musketeers and The Ides of March closed out the top 5 spots of this week's box office. Justin Bieber, Christina Aguilera, and Maroon 5 are some of the artists who will be hitting the American Music Awards stage. These entertainers will join previously announced acts like Katy Perry and Pitbull at the Music Awards show. The show will feature unusual pairings like Christina Aguilera performing Moves Like Jagger with Maroon 5. The AMAs will air live on ABC on November 20th. Will Ferrell was awarded the top honor for a comedian. Ferrell received the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor from the Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts. Ferrell says this award is one of a kind.
This is truly only the only legitimate award that recognizes comedy. So many of the others are afraid to, and as an art form, and so yeah, I'm really honored to be here.
Ferrell joins Steve Martin, Bill Cosby, and Whoopi Goldberg as recipients of the Mark Twain Award. That's it for entertainment. Back to you, ladies.
That's all for Valley View News. I'm Taylor Cage.
And I'm Lori Bullivan. Thanks for watching.